Are you struggling to fall asleep at night? Tossing, turning, waking up exhausted no matter what? Then we have to look at your daily habits that are likely secretly wrecking your sleep. In this video, I'm breaking down 7 things you should never do if you want to sleep well. And trust me, some of these will surprise you. I'm Daniel, I'm a sleep coach, and I had spent over a decade battling insomnia. I had tried everything from medications, supplements, weird sleep hacks, every clinic you could find. I spent over $108,000 trying to fix my sleep. But what I learned is that the small daily habits you might not even think about can make or break sleep. That's why I started this channel, to support people using the same holistic methods I've rigorously lived and studied to help you take control of your sleep and feel your best every day. So let's dive in. Number 1, using screens right before bed. We all do it. Scrolling through Instagram, watching one more episode of Netflix, answering late night emails. But if you're wondering why you can't sleep, this is certainly a culprit you should look at. The problem: screen from blue lights suppress melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Then social media, emails, TV shows stimulate your brain, keeping you in a state of alertness instead of relaxation. Even if you feel sleepy, screen exposure before bed can reduce deep and REM sleep, making your rest less restorative. The fix: turn off all screens at least 60 minutes before bed. I know it's not ideal, but it can make a serious difference. Then if you must use screens, use blue light blocking glasses or put your screens on night mode. Lastly, swap your phone for a book, journaling, or guided meditation to help your brain unwind naturally. All right, number 2, do you think that afternoon coffee, pre-workout, or energy drink doesn't affect your sleep? Think again. I see this all the time with my clients. The problem: caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours, meaning half of it will still be in your body and your system hours later. It can take up to 12 hours to fully leave. Also, it blocks adenosine, the neurotransmitter that makes you actually feel sleepy. You want that to build up through the day so that you are fully ready for bed at night. And lastly, even if you can fall asleep after caffeine, plenty of studies show that it reduces deep sleep, leaving you groggy the next day. Needing more caffeine thus begins the cycle. So the fix: stop caffeine by 2 p.m. at the latest, ideally noon, and maybe even earlier if you're sensitive. Swap the afternoon pick-me-up for an herbal tea, a short walk, some quick exercises. This can actually bring your system back online. If you're a slow caffeine metabolizer, consider cutting it back altogether. If you are serious about your sleep issues, take it out completely so it's one less factor you don't have stacked against you. Number 3, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, hoping sleep will come. That's one of the worst things you can do for your rest. The problem: staying in bed awake trains your brain to associate your bed with frustration and wakefulness instead of sleep. The longer you lay awake, the more your mind races, making it even harder to fall asleep. This cycle can lead to a chronic insomnia where you fear bedtime because you expect to struggle. So the fix: if you can't sleep after 20 minutes, get up and do something relaxing in dim light. Try stretching, deep breathing, or reading a book, not a screen, and then return to bed only when you feel sleepy. Over time, this retrains your brain to see your bed as a place for sleep. Your body will feel the difference. All right, number 4, we've all done it. Stayed up late during the week and then sleep until noon on the weekend. But this catch-up sleep actually makes things worse. The issue here is sleeping in disrupts your circadian rhythm, our body's natural sleep-wake cycle, making it harder to fall asleep than on Sunday night when you get back to your normal routine. It creates a social jet lag where your body's internal clock is thrown off, just like traveling to a new time zone. It will make Monday mornings feel brutal, leading to a cycle of exhaustion. The fix: stick to a consistent wake time, even on the weekends. And yes, it's actually more important to stick to the consistent wake-up time because when we wake up, it has the largest effect on our circadian rhythm. If you need extra rest, take a 10 to 20 minute nap instead of oversleeping. And then lastly, prioritize getting enough sleep every night so you don't feel the need to catch up. Number 5, exercise is amazing for sleep, but if you're doing it too late, it could be keeping you up. The problem: intense workouts raise cortisol and adrenaline, which are wakeful hormones. Your body's temperature will also increase from workouts, and cooler body temperatures signals to sleep readiness and is required to even fall asleep. Some people will also just feel wired after workouts, making it harder to wind down. The fix: finish exercise 2 to 3 hours before bed, but check in with yourself to see if you may need more time. I personally don't work out within 8 hours of bed because of how long it takes my body to calm down after being so wrapped up. Now, if you love evening workouts, focus on low intensity movement like yoga or stretching. And lastly, make sure to keep the bedroom extra cool after exercise to counteract the temperature rise. Number 6, your bed needs to become a sleep sanctuary, not a second office or entertainment hub. The problem: our brains are highly associative. Working, watching TV, eating in bed trains your brain to see it as a place for activity and not rest. This weakens that mental connection between bed and sleep, making it harder to relax. The solution: use your bed only for sleep and intimacy. Create a bedtime routine that signals to your brain it's time to wind down. If you're not ready or want to relax, go do something outside of your bed. Then transition when you are truly sleepy. Lastly, number 7, and I don't know why I put this last because it's honestly probably the most important one. If you are struggling with sleep, stress is likely the biggest reason why. The problem: stress activates our parasympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, making relaxation impossible. Stress leads to racing thoughts and anxiety, increasing cortisol levels, keeping you alert through the night. And then chronic stress weakens sleep quality, even if you do manage to fall asleep. Your fix: practice mindfulness. Meditation, breath work, gratitude, journaling can calm the nervous system. Create a wind down routine. Read, stretch, or listen to calming music before bed. Lastly, work through the worries. Get to the root. Yes, we can do journaling, but also working with a coach or a therapist can be hugely supportive. All right, if you're doing any of these things and struggling with sleep, now is the time to make a change. What's one habit you're going to break starting tonight? And let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out my free sleep support group. The link's in the description. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.